What is up, YouTube? We're back with another banger video for you guys today. So I get a lot of questions on what settings I run for Warzone, like what controller settings I run, like what sensitivity I run, what my ADS speed is, and all those things. So today I decided to just go through all my settings from start to finish for Warzone. So let's get started. So we're going to start in general. Obviously, my input device is controller because that is what I play on. I rarely play on keyboard and mouse, and I don't think I will ever play on keyboard and mouse. Field of view, I have that all the way cranked up to 120. With ADS field of view unaffected. Brightness is at 55. That doesn't really matter. This area right here is all up to personal preference and what monitor you're really rocking. Subtitles I have disabled. I really just don't like anything extra that doesn't need to be on my screen on it. I rock this colorblind type. I have no idea how to say it. I'm not going to try. Just because it goes best with my NVIDIA filters and it makes everything like kind of pop and look a little more vibrant. Colorblind target is on both, so that everything is affected. Minimap I have to square just because with square, I feel like you're able to see a lot more of your minimap. So like if somebody's on the UAV, like in this area, if somebody's like right up here on the UAV, you will not be able to see them on the circle minimap, but on the square minimap, you will definitely see them. And if you could even look in this picture, you could see way more of the map on the minimap. I'm sorry, on the square minimap rather than the round one. Minimap rotation I have enabled so that way I can, just visibly see what's going on a little bit better. Compass cardinal direction I have on letters. I never changed it. I never messed with the setting either. This is actually a newer setting, kill feed time on screen. I have it set to default. I've never changed it. I never had an issue with it, so I never. I don't think I'm ever even really gonna change it. Maybe I'll run through that later and see if I need to change it or not. But I don't think I'm gonna change anything. Text chat behavior time on screen I have off. New message sound alert off, or sorry, disabled. Whatever. Text chat enabled, profanity filter disabled because I like to see, the full message when I get it. Dismemberment and gore effects enabled. And then all these settings, this is all up to preference if what you want to see going on up here, like my frames per second, latency, and all that. And yeah, so now we're getting into graphics. This part is strictly for me. I'm going to run through it so you guys just know what's going on, but if you don't have the same specs as I do, I'm running a 3080 Ti with a Ryzen 7 5800X and 32 gigs of RAM. So if you guys aren't really running the same settings as me, this won't, or sorry, the same PC components as me, it won't really matter for you. But let's get started. I run on full screen. I feel like everybody should run on full screen and nothing else. I feel like it gives you the best frame rate and a lot less drops. Yeah, so as you can see, I have the 3080 Ti refresh rate at 165 hertz. Render resolution at 100. This very much depends on your graphics card and your CPU. Resync I have disabled. Custom frame limit. Custom frame limit unlimited. Yeah, so that none of that matters because it's unlimited. NVIDIA highlights disabled because that is very annoying in my opinion. Enabled plus boost for NVIDIA low latency. Streaming quality I have normal. Text resolution low. Text filter, I don't know how to say it. Any, whatever, high. Particle quality, high. Bullet impacts enabled. Tessellation, all. On texture, streaming, high quality. Shadow map resolution, normal. Disabled. Particle lighting, normal. Ray tracing, always disabled, in my opinion. It makes your game run so much smoother. If you like that cinematic look, keep ray tracing on, but besides that, I think it's honestly pointless. Especially when it comes to competitive games like this. Ambient oculation, whatever the fuck that says, disabled. Screen space reflection disabled. Filmic strength off, all the way to 0. That's disgusting. NVIDIA DLSS, that depends on what you want to run. I have it disabled while having dynamic resolution on instead at 165 hertz because that's how many 165 frames. Because that's my monitor runs at 165 hertz, so matching it with 165 frames kind of makes everything run smoother, in my opinion. Weapon motion blur disabled, and world motion blur disabled unless you are going for TikTok clips. You're one of those guys. Depth of field disabled. Anti-aliasing I have at Filmic SMAA T2X, and I think that is it for graphics. Yeah, there's not much more for graphics. Audio, I mean, I'm not really gonna run through that much. I play on boost low, master volume at 100, music volume at 3.19, dialogue volume at 24.9, and effects volume and cinematics all the way up. You guys could just pause if you want to see this. The rest doesn't really matter for you. It's all really my thing. Now into the beef and the most important part of this video here. We got the controller setting. So I play on a Scuff Vantage 2 with a I don't remember what the control freak this is, but the orange round domes control freaks. and all 4 paddles on. So I do just play on default, but if I ever switch to claw, which I've been doing a lot, and I have a channel point redemption on my Twitch stream, if you want to go check that out, link in the bio, baby. Or sorry, link down below. Wow. I play with no paddles on this Scuff Infinity PS4 controller. That would when I play claw, I play on default flipped. But if I'm not playing claw, I play on default. On my main controller. Invert disabled, because if you have invert on, you're kind of a nut job. You know who I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm looking at you. Anyways. Dead zone is 0.03. That depends on your controller. You can find your dead zone. I'll maybe do a whole nother video about that. Horizontal stick sensitivity at 6, vertical at 6, ADS at 0.85. I sometimes drop down, like if I'm feeling really bad, like with aim, I drop down to 0.80. And same thing with the high zoom. Aim response curve is on dynamic. Controller vibration is disabled. Aim assist is on standard. Scale aim assist was FOV. For the longest time, I had this on enabled, and switching this to disabled, I don't know if you heard that little beautiful burp there, but yeah. Switching this to disabled made me feel so much more accurate and snappy with my aim. So I recommend keeping this on disabled from now on. Mount activation, ADS plus melee, weapon mount exit, movement enabled, aim down sight behavior, hold, steady aim behavior hold, equipment behavior hold, yada yada. Contextual tap I have on. Rather than tap to use and tap to reload, I prefer textual tap now. It takes some getting used to if you don't already rock that, because you'll be in like a car sometimes and try to reload and hop out the car by accident. But once you understand how to manage it, contextual tap is a beauty, because then you're able to just tap to reload. But also, if you're around stuff you need to pick up, you just tap to pick it up. So you don't have to hold your controller down and waste more time. Depleted ammo switch, that's always been an enable. I don't plan on changing that. Armor plate behavior to apply all. And slide behavior to tap. So slide behavior to tap makes it way easier to slide cancel. So that way, instead of holding and then tapping and then hitting X or A, whatever your stand button is, you tap. So you X. So you tap X. You know what I mean? Makes it way easier. Auto move forward I have disabled. Automatic attack sprint I have on, so I don't have to click in my stick to run. I just push it forward. Whoa. Vehicle camera center is enabled. Parachute auto deploy I have disabled. That way I can land on a helicopter at a hospital faster, or just land on loot quicker if I don't have to worry about my parachute deploying and I have to cut it right away. Tactical sprint. This is a new setting. I haven't really explored this setting, and I don't think I'm gonna need to, because I have automatic tactical sprint on. But if you don't feel comfortable having automatic tactical sprint on, this will allow you to so normally tac sprint you have to double tap your stick inward to run forward. This will allow you to change that, so you can single tap from sprint. So while you're already sprinting, if you single tap it, you'll run into a tactical sprint, and then from here, wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, so from here, if you're just already running or walking or whatever, you tap it and you're automatic tactical sprint. And that is it for this video. If that helped you out, make sure you drop a like down below. Make sure if you're new here, drop a subscription. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Peace.